line, so they'll be fine. But I guess Erica's probably on her way. Yeah. So how many of you have worked with chakras before? Has anybody here worked with chakras before? You have. Okay, great. What really? Wait, we did it together in the 200-hour, in the, oh, you did the course. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. You came to the, was it a 21-day course? Yeah. It's a very powerful, because it's really it's all about working with yourself, and on a very deep level, on a very intimate level, because you start to see the patterns in yourself, you start to see the issues you have in your own life, personal life, in terms of, it could be fear, it could be guilt, it could be shame, it could be, dealing with lack of confidence, it could be dealing with the inability to communicate and be heard. It could be, there are so many aspects to ourselves. We are complex beings, and being so complex, we are essentially relating to the world through these complexities, and these complexities are really programmed. Most of them are inbuilt, literally like a program that's running our lives. It's like, how a software program runs the computer. The same way, it's this software within us. So you can think of the chakras as a software of the body that's really running. I think she's here. So it's the software of the physical vehicle of the body, and it literally runs our life. So for instance, if I have issues with confidence, then it's going to affect me in my day-to-day relationships, going to affect me in my career, it's going to affect me in how I present myself to the world. It's basically not allowing me to fulfill my full potential because of those issues that I have with myself. And that could be past programs that I'm holding on to, right? That are very debilitating. Yeah. So the chakras, when we're talking about chakras, we're dealing with our past, present, and future. You see, why are chakras so important? The science of chakras. So chakras are basically organizational units that are in your subtle energy body. So you have this gross body that we are very tangible body that I can see, feel, touch through my senses. But then beyond this gross body is the subtle energy body, which is sustaining this gross body. So the entire, for instance, if I'm going through some illness, remember that it has first happened in my subtle body before it manifests in my gross body. So the gross is just made up of the 5 elements, and it is something that is constantly in a state of flux. Okay. Now the subtle body, which is your bioplasmic energy body, which is the energy that sustains the form, is the one that has the whole blueprint of your life. So if you think that, okay, I'm having issues with fear, I'm constantly anxious, I'm having fear all the time, I'm very, very afraid about my material existence, I'm constantly concerned about my health, and so which chakra is that? That's related to the first chakra, which is Muladhara Chakra. So there are 7 chakras in all, and these 7 chakras are located along the spine. So one of the reasons why in yoga everything is about the spine. So the spine is the most important thing. So we go into all the other forms of exercise. It's very much about the gross body, very much about muscles, very much about all of those gross elements of ourselves. But when we start to work with yoga, we're starting to work more into the the subtlety of the body and starting to work with the spine. So the spine is the most vital aspect of ourselves. It is the link between the body and the mind. It is the link between the brain and the entire nervous system is relying on the brain and the spinal cord. So we see that the spine, even in yoga, is considered the most important part of ourselves. In fact, when we are in our mother's womb, the first thing that comes out of the zygote is the spine. It's the entire neuromuscular skeletal system is woven around the spine. So basically, along this spine are these 7 energy centers called chakras. Okay, so for those who are entirely new to it, and now in the past, chakras, people used to think it's all hogwash, but now people recognize it, people acknowledge it, people say, okay, there is more to me than just what appears. So if I'm constantly having issues with fear, then there's something wrong with my Muladhara Chakra, my first chakra, and that's related to survival. So we also see how these chakras relate to the trajectory of our lives. So let's say when we are first born, our main concern is my food, my shelter, my parents, and that's all I'm looking for. I'm only looking for food, right? The first few years of your life, what are you looking for? Making sure you're well nourished, the physical body is being formed, the vehicle is being formed. So I need my food, I need my mother, I need my father, I need my shelter, the roof over my head. And that's survival. So the first chakra is Muladhara Chakra, related to survival. Okay. And when my survival is in any way endangered, I have fear. So the emotion fear came up because of survival. So we all have an innate survival instinct. Even a cockroach, an ant, every creature has a survival. So the first chakra, Muladhara Chakra, is the most gross chakra. It is related to the element earth, because it's all about I'm here and now. My right to be on this planet is Muladhara Chakra. So if I'm having issues there, then I'm having constant issues with my health. I could be having issues with arthritis, having issues with sciatica, having issues with constipation, having constant money issues, constantly feeling like I don't have enough money. I'm scared. So my monetary existence, my material existence, and everything to do with my form, my health, and my ability to manifest in this world. So if I want to manifest, if you wanted to manifest this house, I needed to really come down into my root chakra. So I realized in my own personal journey, the upper chakras, which are related more to liberation, to freedom, to spirituality, this is where a lot of people feel like this is important. The lower chakras are not important. So lower 3 chakras are related to more of my material existence and my existence in this world in a way that my personal needs are taken care of. So the first chakra is material needs being taken care of and feeling a sense of security. So when the chakra is in balance, the chakra can be excessively open or it can be deficient. Now, if it's excessively open, then everything is all about survival. Then all I'm doing is thinking about survival. And a lot of people live like that. It's all about paycheck to paycheck. It's like, oh my God, I lost my job. Now my whole life is coming to an end. You get what I mean? So it's survival. So it's all how they're living is in a state of survival. So that's number 1, first chakra. The second chakra is our sexuality. Okay, so we see in the trajectory of life, when the child then becomes around 12 to 14, they start to become aware of the other. They start to become aware of their sexuality and emotions. They start to feel like I can now express myself. And therefore we see teenagers becoming rebellious because they can really start emoting, expressing themselves. We'll go more into the second chakra after 2 days. But today and tomorrow, I'm working with the first chakra, Earth's element, and Muladhara Chakra. And the third chakra, so I'm going to go through it very quickly. And then as we go up the ladder, up through the spine, the subtle energy, the third chakra is related to your personal power, discipline, willpower, and self-esteem. And having now a personal identity. So we see that from teenagers, you come into, when you're hitting around your 20s, early 20s, you're now starting to come into this phase where I need to really project an image of myself in the world. and I need to educate myself, because now I'm starting to become an individual in my own right and starting to empower myself through my knowledge, through whatever it is I accumulate through my beauty. It could be beauty, it could be knowledge, it could be youth, whatever. That's third chakra. Okay. And then as we start to go through life, we start to become much more expansive. We start to realize it's not just all about me. So third chakra is ego. Okay. It's a formation of the ego. And what we're looking for is a healthy sense of self, not an unhealthy sense of self. Yeah. So the heart chakra is the fourth chakra. And this is the most vital of all, because it balances the lower three and the upper three chakras. The heart chakra is all to do with love and relationships. So as we come into this fourth chakra, it becomes more about giving and receiving love, and the ability to go beyond the sphere of the little me and my, let's say, my partner or my children and my little family. It's starting to realize that the world, we're all interconnected. The world is a whole interrelated web of human beings that are, each of us are connected on a very deep level, on the level of essence. My essence and your essence is the same. We might look different, we might have a different story in our lives, but each of us are connected on a very deep level. So as you start to move up the trajectory of life, and I'm saying when we hit our 40s and 50s, we start to become much more relaxed about life. It's not all about image and how do I look and how am I, who am I? It's more about my relationships and my ability to be loved and to love. Okay, that's fourth chakra. Fifth chakra is where now you're entering the doorway of spirituality. You're starting to become much more in tune with your spiritual nature and your ability to start to connect to your own essence. So you're going from the gross to the subtle. So the gross is earth element, my survival. I need to be here. It's the rat race, competition, survival. You see all of that, everything to do with the world and manifestation. As you start to move up, you're starting to move up more into a world that is beyond appearances, beyond what you can see, feel, hear, and touch. And so now you're coming into throat chakra. And here, this is to do with communication and it's to do with creativity. So when you're here and this chakra is in balance, it's to do with the element sound, and it's to do with creativity, my ability to bring into this world something that was not there, something fresh into this world. Yeah, that is throat chakra. And finally, you to Agya chakra, which is the sixth chakra, which is related to intuition, clairvoyance, imagination, and vision. Yeah. And finally, and this is where the intelligence comes in. So this is where my vision comes in, okay? And finally, you have pure consciousness, which is Sahasrara chakra, which is located above your head. And this is not related to any element of this world. So there are five, this whole body is nothing but matter. Okay, what does this body consist of? Matter and energy, two things. Okay, matter is form, energy is the formless dimension which we all have within us. Now energy is consciousness. What is energy? Consciousness, which is what this body consists of, which animates this body, which is what makes me alive. What makes me alive? Consciousness, energy. So matter is form, and this energy. So who are we? We are a combination of matter and energy, form and formlessness, okay? So whenever I want to bring something into this world, I have to go through, so there are two currents that go along the spine, okay? So the two currents are the manifesting current that moves from the top to the base, coming down to earth, so it's something crystallizes into form. And the liberating current is where I'm moving up along the spine, the seven centers, and coming into my highest potential and merging into who I truly am, which is pure consciousness. So who am I beyond this body? So I am when I first come into this world and I have this tangible body, this vehicle called the body, I think I am the body, I am the body, I am the body. And gradually, as you move up the trajectory, you start to realize I'm much more than the body, until you realize I'm actually energy, nothing but pure energy or consciousness. Yeah. So we see that essentially this merging with pure consciousness is fulfilling our final and ultimate potential, which is what yoga is all about. The science of yoga is coming to that self-realization that I am that I am the universe, I am that divinity, pure divinity, I am that pure essence. I'm not just this form. So the liberating current, so we have two currents, two aspects of consciousness. You have the manifesting aspect of it, which is called bhukti, which is enjoyment of the world and the senses, sensual pleasures. And mukti is freedom, coming into that state of freedom where I let go of all the world and it's the illusion of the world and come into the reality of who I truly am. Yeah. So now, for instance, I'm going to give you a very simple example. When we wanted to build this house or this so-called yoga center, it started off with the consciousness giving us an idea that we need to create this. Okay, so it started off with what? An idea. And where did that idea come from? Consciousness, came from intelligence. Do you understand? Which is something we all have. Okay, so the idea came, and then what happened? There was a vision. So I envisioned this whole project with the architect. So there was a vision. We spent many years just envisioning the whole thing. And then the third chakra, it was all envisioned between the architect, we put it down on paper. Now we had a whole team of people. I had to communicate. The architect asked me, what would you like and what is important? So we had to there was communication. Yeah, there's communication with a whole team of people, not just the architect, the engineer. There are many people who came into this whole project. So there was communication. So the first chakra here is the idea. Second chakra is vision. Third chakra was communicating with the whole team. Fourth chakra was now forming relationships. So now forming relationships with the contractor that was engaged, with the engineer, with the architect, with the person who draftsman, all the different people, the subcontractors, everybody. Now, in fact, I would say I have a big family, huge family, because all those people are part of the family. They come and go. I mean, this house has been nothing but all these people coming over the last 2 years. So this is relationships, okay? And if my chakra is in balance, then I'm not constantly having conflicts with people because I'm in a state of balance. So even if there is a issue, then we work it out, we work through it. Yeah. So it was a very long, difficult journey. I mean, and everybody knows, anyone who's undertaken something like this knows what it is. But if the chakra is balanced, and that's where I found my yoga helped me so much dealing with all of this, because it's not easy. You're dealing with a whole different world of people, with a different set of ideas, different way of doing things. So that was this chakra. Then this chakra was all about an action, okay? So Manipur chakra is all about action. So discipline. I had to really organize my life and be very, very organized, and have the discipline. There's no, dilly-dallying, and there was that. And it had to come from a place of power. So I've been dealing with all of this. I needed to know that I have the power to do this. It's not, even though we have challenges, okay, we can still go through those challenges. That comes from this chakra. So they are personal power, self-esteem, discipline, very important, and willpower comes from this chakra. And then finally, where your concept and the conceptual thing and the actual physical appearance is now starting to crystallize here in this chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, which is all about, so this chakra, the second chakra, which is related to emotion and sexuality, is where procreation happens, right? You bring a baby into this world. That's how powerful it is, right? This is second chakra. Through the sexual act, you bring a baby into this world. So this is now crystallizing a form And finally, Muladhara Chakra is now, we're all sitting in this house, which is now solid and manifested. Do you see that? Now, for me personally, all my years, I was very much working on going upwards. I said, I'm not interested in the world, not interested in all this stuff because it's nothing but suffering. Move upwards, it's freedom. What was I doing? Trying to escape from the material world, right? Because I didn't have very positive experiences there. I started to escape. And I realized that I was not grounded. Yeah, I was very much up there, up here in my head, and in constantly, in being spiritual. But you realize it was this project that really brought me back down to earth. I had to deal with the ground. I had to deal with people who are very much on the ground and in a completely different sphere, different dimension. And it taught me a lot about the importance of grounding. So today I'm going to actually do a wonderful Qigong practice. So what I found was yoga is very, very powerful. It also grounds you, but the Qigong practice done before you do your asana practice makes the asana even more powerful. So today we're going to experience Qigong practice in which you're going to really learn how to ground, slow down, because the vibrational frequency of the first chakra, which is related to earth, is very slow. It is associated with the color red, which has the longest frequency in the spectrum of color and the slowest as we start to go up. So the first element is element earth, which is very solid. That's why it's related to the feet, the legs, your bones, your teeth. It's related to the sciatic nerve. It's related to everything to do with earth. Okay. First element is earth. So what is this body made up of? 5 elements. What are the 5 elements? Earth, water, fire, air, and space. We are made up of these 5 elements. Okay. So the first thing we see is earth, which is earth element, which is the body. Okay. And so being really descending deeply into the vehicle of the body and really embracing this form is number 1, step 1. Okay. So people with issues with this chakra also have issues with their weight. Okay. Anorexia, which is anorexia and obesity and bulimia. These are all issues with this chakra. Yeah, where I'm constantly having issues with my weight. Either I'm gaining too much weight, or I'm losing weight, or I'm having issues with my eating, because it's all to do with the solid form, which is my body. Yeah. So embracing, deeply descending into the body and really rooting myself in a way that I acknowledge the roots, just like these trees. If they didn't have these solid, beautiful roots that go out, the tree cannot stand. In the same way, our feet and our legs are our roots. And so when you deal with the first chakra, which is what we're going to do today, we're dealing with the feet and the legs. We're going to be doing quite a bit of standing as a result. And we're going to be working with Muladhara Chakra. Yeah. At some point, I'll give you, and tomorrow we'll talk a little bit more about it and giving you more of an experience of the chakras through sound and through feeling. So it's a journey. Yeah. It's going to be a beautiful 14-day journey, and we're going to climb up. We're going to spend 2 days on each chakra. So today and tomorrow is Muladhara Chakra. Then days following that will be the second, and then we have 14 days to complete the 7 chakras. Okay. So come to stand now. And we're going to start with the first practice of Qigong. Okay. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is something called the foot mudra. Yeah. Because it is our first connection to the earth. Yeah. So I want you to lift your toes and press the ball of your feet. So you have the ball beneath the big toe, the ball beneath the little toe, the inner heel, the outer heel. Okay. So ground there. Just 1 second now. Okay. So now keep your feet comfortable distance apart. Lift your toes, press the ball of your feet down, and then gently drop your toes down, but keeping the arches, the inner arches of your feet lifted. Yeah. Why are we doing that? Well, the base chakra, Muladhara Chakra, is located in our perineum, okay, in the pelvic floor. It's the base of the spine. It's considered the base of the spine. Yeah. So Muladhara Chakra, in order to access the pelvic floor, your feet are crucial. The feet are the doorway to your pelvic floor. So just try this for me. Lift your toes, raise the arches of your feet, soften your knees, soft bend in the knees, okay? And then gently tilt your pelvis to neutrals. And as you tilt your pelvis to neutral, turn out the thigh bones and feel your glutes pulling together towards each other. And your pelvic floor gently lifting. Can you feel your can you feel the pelvic floor lift? Yeah, I want you to feel that lift of the pelvic floor, because now you're containing the energy, you're not leaking the energy out. And there's a natural zipping up of the lower belly, okay? Then drop your toes now, drop your toes, and feel like your quads are working. Can you feel your quads working? Your glutes, your butts coming together, your tailbone, the lowermost part of your spine descending, the lower belly lifting up, ascending, coming up. So this is zipping up. Then scoop your palms and gently take your palms. We're going to go very slow now. We're going to lift, feel like you're lifting the energy ball and grounding back. And allow your body to relax as you do this. And down. Raise in slow motion. Take the backs of your palms and raise the arms up. Lift. And lower the palms. Lift. And circle the arms around. So your back is rounded, your tailbone is descending, lower belly is lifting, and then gently take the backs of your palms and expand. Fingers pulling away from you, continue to circle those arms, feeling your chest expanding as you do this. You may hear cracking sounds. Yeah, so the fingers are pointing back, Manisha. Yeah, that's it. You got it. And that's it. And then push your palms out, draw them in, and raise the arms up. Lift. Lower the arms. Now pick up your left hand and let your right hand follow. Side bend to your right. So it's a side bend. Release the arms and continue to side bend. Now raise your right heel up. And gently from behind, take the right arm and raise it up from the middle. Raise it up. Lower the arms. Pick up your right hand. Left hand follows. Side bend to your left now. And release the arms now. Deepen the side bend. Then raise the left heel and bring the left arm forward and up. Raise it up. Lower the arms down. From your lower belly, so your center of gravity is your lower belly. From there, now start to twist to your right and come back and start to twist to your left. And from there, start to twist to your right, pick up your right hand and twist to your right. And from there, twist to your left, continue a few more times. And to the right. So now I want you to really, in order to ground, coming into your center of gravity, which is equidistant from the lower belly to the floor and from the lower belly to the top of your head, you're actually putting your attention there. That's the first step to grounding. So when we work with the first chakra, we're really working on coming home to that point within ourselves. Yeah. So when we're stuck in our heads, our center of gravity has moved all the way to the top. So we're trying to let that center of gravity descend to where it belongs, which is the lower belly. So continue for a moment, twisting from side to side. And gently prepare to come back to the center. Come back and we reset by taking the palms down and then lifting them up again, lifting the energy ball. This is known as a microcosmic orbit, and lower the palms. Now just place your palms here for a moment before we go further. So I want you to feel this is really your ground, where 2 inches below your navel point is where your power is. Okay, our real true power, innate internal power rests over here. It's called the ocean of energy, the Dantian. And so when I'm grounded in my Dantian, no one can push me. Yeah. So if I'm really rooted here, even if there is a strong force of let's say a strong emotional challenge that I'm going through in my life, I will not fall over. I can stay very stable. So being grounded and being very, very much balanced in my first chakra means my ability to stand like a tree. Now, we've had a lot of storms in Kuala Lumpur recently, as you all know, and I actually stand and watch the trees, and they are so firmly rooted, so they move. Yeah, so they succumb to the wind, but they haven't fallen over. Why? Because they are very grounded. They're very connected to the earth. They're very rooted now in this earth. In the same way, we are no different from trees, okay? We are also nature. And when we are firmly rooted, even if there is a huge, let's say, challenge or adversity in your life, you're able to stand. You go through the emotions, you go through the pain, you go through the whatever that happens as a result of that event, but you're very firmly grounded. So this is what we're working with in this chakra. What are we working with? Learning how to remain very stable, descend deeply into the vehicle of the body, and feel a sense of being very present. So being grounded also means being present, means being here and now, in touch with what is, rather than running away from it or trying to find ways and means to escape from it. Do you understand? We generally do that. Whenever there's pain or a painful situation, we run from there. We try to numb it through other means, sometimes not healthy means. So we're learning here how to stand firm. So now we're learning how to move So I gave you a little taster of what that is. So do you all understand now? So it's all about stabilizing here and moving it. And that's what Qigong taught me. This is why I found it to be very powerful, a powerful way to really bring me right back into my power center, which is 2 inches below your navel point. So you're going to move again. We're going to continue now, but your attention, where is your attention going to be? Here. You can look at me and follow my movements. The movements are very simple, yeah, but your attention is going to be there, okay? So now visualize a 2.5-inch ball of fire in that space, okay? For a moment. So just close your eyes and just feel the energy in that space, 2 inches below your navel point. Relax into it. Feel as if I'm allowing my breaths, my body, my mind to be grounded in that space. Okay? And now you're going to create the figure 8 from that space like this. See, so watch. So from here, I'm going to initiate the movement. Even the lifting of my right hand is being initiated from there. So the movement happens here first before my right arm lifts up. And when I twist, I'm twisting from there, okay? Then from there, I pick up my left hand. And so where is the movement happening? The origin of my movement is here, not my arm, but here. That is very important for you to remember. So this is it's very simple. So it's, you feel like you have this ball of energy and you're moving this ball of energy to the right, but initiating the movement from the lower belly. And then you flip the energy ball. And then from that center, you move to the left. So it's like it's a pivot. And then I flip the energy ball and then I move to the right. You see that? And then I flip the energy ball and I move to my left. But everything is happening from here. Yeah. And if you come to think of it, you're actually creating the figure 8 in which there is no beginning, no end. You're just right there in your center. Okay, so let's try it together now. So place your right palm underneath, your left palm on top, put your attention on that space, and then start to move to your left now. Go to your left and flip the energy ball. Then keeping your attention on the lower belly, go to your right. And then turn the energy ball and continue, move to your left. And feel the energy ball. And continue on your own now. Once you get it, you can close your eyes and just feel the movement. Feel the figure 8 forming as you move. And feel the figure 8 formation with your power center as being the center of that figure 8. And you're moving in slow motion, as slow as possible, as slow and deliberate as possible. The tailbone down, the lower belly zipped up. So it's like a moving meditation, slowing down so that we are really rooted in our beings, grounded, stable, strong, and able to withstand any form of force that may come our way, any storm. We're able to withstand it and not lose our ground, not lose our ability to be stable. And all of the martial arts, all movements, whether we talk about karate, judo, aikido, taekwondo, all of them acknowledge this power center and as being the source of power and energy. So right now, maintaining your attention at that point, and that's the first step to working with this chakra, Muladhara Chakra. Mula comes from the word root. Dhara is support. So in order for us to live in this world, we need to be supported by our roots. And our roots are none other than the ground on which we stand. So connecting to the earth, acknowledging the earth, and the right to be here and now. This is Muladhara Chakra. And then in your own time, prepare to come back. Couple more, continue a little bit more longer. And then slowly come back to the center in your own time. And ground the energy. Take it down, raise it up. And once again, lift. And now from that point, pick up the energy and go to your right. This is called water wave. And gently feel like you're pushing this huge ocean wave, but the power is coming from that center. All the power is being fueled by that lower belly center, moving. The movements, as I mentioned in Qigong, are very simple, but they're very profound because we really are tapping into our innate power, which is subtle. So we're moving more into that subtle aspect of ourselves. And at the same time, learning how to ground into the gross aspect of ourselves, the body. So continuing to move as if you're using the force, the power from your belly center, your vital center, the hara, that is as it is called in Japanese, using the force from there, not using brute force, but your innate internal force, internal power. And a couple more before you come back to the middle. So it's the slowing down of the mind and of the breaths, which is the first step to grounding. So the slowing down, so that we're really present to what is. Embracing what is and letting go of fear. Fear is the emotion that arises when we get caught up in the stories of our head, which are illusory. We start to believe them. They become our truth, our reality. We get swept away by those thoughts. So we're learning how to really rest and ground and slow down so that we have clarity. And now come back to the center to reset. And take your palms down. Again in slow motion, raise the arms up. And ground the energy. One more time. Lift. Draw the energy in. And root it down. And now place the palms, bring the palms back to the hara, to your power center. And now from there, take the right palm out and gathering energy, right palm. And then take the left arm and gathering energy. Again, you're creating an invisible figure 8 as you do this. And you're consciously collecting energy into that power center. So it's when this power center is depleted, because we are so stuck in our heads and the stories that are being churned out in our heads, this power center becomes depleted, deficient, and we start to lose our ground, and we start to go into a state of confusion and lack of clarity, and suffering as a result of that, because our thinking becomes marred by illusion. We lose touch with reality. So continue a couple more times in slow motion, gathering energy. The slower, the better, because you're really present. You have to be very present to slow down. And being present means I'm also in touch with the pain. I'm not only in touch with the pleasure that I experience in life, but I'm also in touch with pain, because that is part and parcel of my existence. We cannot run away from it. It is a natural aspect of living in this world, going through pain and going through pleasure, the dualities of life. And now slowly come back to the center and lower the palms. Once again to reset, pick up the energy ball and ground. Take those palms, roll them, the double eel, lift. And pick up the energy ball and just stay for a moment now, tailbone down, elbows out, shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes and feel the energy ball in your lower belly, and feel as if you're holding a big energy ball in your arms, projecting the energy from the center of your palms into your heart. Resting for a moment. Lift your tongue up to the roof of your mouth. Keep your shoulders relaxed. In order to manifest in this world, we need to have focused attention. Number one is focus. So we're learning how to focus here. We're learning how to stay with what is and remain one with it. Try and keep those elbows slightly lifted with the shoulders relaxed. And it's like you're hugging this beautiful tree that's in front of you. This massive, beautiful tree. You're hugging the tree with your arms. Now gently take your palms in and ground. Once again, lift and bring down. Take your palms down and gently from the earth, feel the energy rising up through your legs. Bring those palms out. Take the palms in. Go down. Lift. Take the arms up now. And lower the palms. Go down. And again, feel the energy rising up. Take those palms out. Palms back in. Go down. And raise the energy. Lift. Down. Once again. Lift. And down. And arms to the back. And out. And now take the backs of your palms and gently raise the arms up. Just stay for a moment, tailbone down. And lower the palms. Now, bring your feet towards each other. Lift and raise yourself up on your toes. Now, take the palms and start to come down. Sit. Then come back. Lift. Then lower. Reach out. Fingers pointing back. Once again. Lift. Lower the heels. Take the palms in. Lift Lower the arms. Now pick up your left hand from the hara, from your power center. Right hand follows. Release the arms. Raise the right heel. And then from behind, feel the energy rising up. Lower the arms. Pick up the right hand, side bend to your left. Release the arms. Raise the left knee. Take the left hand from behind, bring it up, raise it up. Lower the arms. Twist to your right from your lower belly and reach out. Turn and look over your left arm. So you're looking over your left arm. Look at me in front. So that's it. Good. Now bring the right hand from underneath, palm facing up, cross, lift, and ground. Pick up the energy, twist your left now. Look over your right shoulder. Extend the arms out. Good. In the twist, take the left hand from underneath, cross. Expand. And down. Backs of your palms. Raise yourself up. And come down. Now from here, bring your feet towards each other. Come to the front of your mat and pick up your left heel now. Raise. So feel as if the leg is being lifted from your lower belly. So it's not an isolated movement. The initiation and the origin is the lower belly. So lift that lower belly and lift your leg from the lower belly. Good. And now gradually, so keep your attention there. Extend the left leg out. And now gently come back. Twist your left now and open the arms. And then gently come back and lower the palms down, lower the leg down. And now pick up your right heel and feel your right leg being lifted up from the lower belly. Keep your gaze steady at one point. That will help you to balance. And then gently send it back and open. And then come back slowly. And from your lower belly, twist to your right now. And then come back gently and ground. Go down once again. Pick up the energy ball. Come down. Bring your feet towards each other. Pick up your left heel now. And once again, raise the left leg up. Good. Then send the left leg back once again. Reach out with your arms. So when we are grounded, we can balance. Then lower the left leg back now. Keep it back, keep it behind. And now we're going to go into the warrior pose. So keep that hip joint free and send the thigh bone back as you release the heel towards the floor. Then scoop your palms from the backs of your palms. Raise the arms up, the warrior pose, Virabhadrasana. Reach up into a gentle back bend, leaning into your back leg. And now gently lower the palms and circle the arms around. Rounded back, rounded shoulders. And then from there, take the backs of your palms, expand and Fingers pointing back. Push the palms out, draw them in. Raise the arms up now. Lower the arms, pick up your left hand and side bend to your right. Release the arms. And from behind, take your right hand and raise it up. Lower the hands, pick up your right hand, side bend to your left now. Release the arms. Deepen the side bend. Take the left hand and bring it forward and up now. Lower the arms. Twist from your belly, from the lower belly, rib cage and chest to your right. Twist to your right. Look over your left arm. Now bring the right hand from underneath, cross, open. Twist to your left now. And look over your right shoulder. Take the left hand from underneath and expand back and down. Take those arms up now. Now gently straighten the right leg and slowly take the palms behind. Join the palms together. You can. Raise your head up. Hips square to the front. Exhale to come down. Gently forward bend. And now look out into the room. Take your right hand down to the inside of the right foot and lift your left hand up to twist. Open the chest. And now lower the left hand down and take the right hand up to twist to your right. Lower the right hand down. Turn the right foot now, so both feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. Reach out with your arms. Raise the inner arches of your feet and breathe into it. Lengthen through your arms. Feel the energy from your feet to your fingertips and fingertips to your feet. And now take your right hand outside your left ankle and twist to your left. So maintain the left hand where it is. Take your right hand outside your left ankle and twist to your left. Now release the right hand forward again and take your left hand outside your right ankle and twist to your right now. And now gently release your arms, cross at your upper arms and rest your head. Let your head drop into the earth. Feel the force of gravity pulling you down. Acknowledging the earth means acknowledging gravity, that magnetic force that keeps us rooted to the earth. And now drop your palms between your feet. Look out into the room. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Feel the backs of your legs really stretching. So working with the feet and the legs, which are associated with Muladhara Chakra, which form the roots and that which connects us to the earth. Now turn your feet out, turn them out, both feet turned out, and come up, squat, bend your knees and squat into the goddess squat. Raise your arms up now, sit, tailbone down. Side bend to your right now, from there. And then come back to center, sit as much as you can and side bend to your left now. Come back to the center, And now twist to your right, twist to the right. Come back to center. And now twist to your left. Come back to center now. Ground the arms down, back to your lower belly. Pick up your left heel now. Raise the left heel and roll the left leg and come back to the same position we came to, the Virabhadrasana 1. Raise the arms up now. That's it. And now join the index and thumb together and take your palms around and open the arms out, expanding the chest, leaning back, lift the arms, and once again, round, open, back, and up. And one more time, expand, lean back, lift, and now we're going to prepare to balance. So raise your left heel and take the left leg back. And slowly from there, bring your palms together, Virabhadrasana 3. And now gently from there, lower the right hand down, bend your left leg and hold the left ankle if you can. And then release the left leg, lower the left hand down, lower the forehead along the right leg. Stay for a moment now. And then release the left leg beside the right leg and come back to standing squat. Stand and squat as you stand. Raise the arms up. Feel like you're squeezing something between your inner legs as you squat. And then gently go down, take your arms and reach up. And come back to center. Maintain lightness of breath now. And now pick up your left heel. I beg your pardon, pick up your right heel and raise the right leg up. Take the right leg back now. Now lower the right leg back and keep that hip joint free as you lower the right leg back into Virabhadrasana. Take the arms up now. Hip square to the front. Lengthen through the sides of your waist. Now lower the palms down and pick up the palms and circle them around. Then take the backs of your palms, expand, fingers pointing back. And then push the palms out, draw them in, raise the arms up. Lower the arms, pick up your left hand and side bend to your right. And now release the arms. Take the right hand from behind, send it up. Lower the arms. Pick up your right hand, side bend to your left now. Release the arms. Deepen the side bend. Now take your left hand from behind and send it up. Lower the arms, twist from your belly, ribcage, shoulder to your right. Twist to your right, look over your left arm. Take your right hand from underneath, cross, expand and open the chest. Twist your left and release, Extend those arms, look over your right shoulder. Then take your left hand from underneath, cross. Expand, back and down. Take those arms up now. Now take your arms and gently join the palms together. If that is not accessible, simply cross at your elbows. And now gently straighten the left leg, look up and come down into Parshvottanasana. Keep the back leg firmly rooted to the earth. Take your left hand beside your left foot and send your right hand up into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Twist. The triangle is actually a twist. Now release the right hand down and send the left hand up and twist your left. Parivritta Trikonasana. And now gently release the left hand down. Turn your left foot so both feet are parallel to the sides of your mat. Again, reach out with those arms into a deep forward bend. Let the backs of your legs wake up. Feel like the backs of your legs are waking up. Roll the shoulder blades away from each other. And then gently this time, interlock your fingers behind you and gently roll the arms away from the small of your back. Lower the head down towards the floor. Feeling all the blood coming down, acknowledging gravity. And then gently gaze out into the room. Slide your arms to the backs of your legs and look out into the room. Shoulders back. And now take your right hand, right palm to the middle between your feet. Slide your left hand along the right inner arm and twist your left as you raise your left hand up towards the sky. Then lower the left hand down and slide your right hand along the left inner arm and raise it up to twist. Twist as much as you can. Then lower the right hand down and allow the head to drop completely. Drop your arms and rest for a moment. Let your forearms drop towards the floor. Allow the head, neck, and shoulders to release. When we are firmly grounded, we root out our tensions. Whatever tensions we hold, we allow those tensions to root back into the earth. Allow the head, neck, and shoulders to completely relax. And now gently look out, press the palms down, look out, roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Turn your feet out, foot mudra, lift those inner arches, tailbone down, squat. Come to squat now, squatting. Raise the arms up. And once again, side bend to your right. Sit as much as you can. Come back to center and side bend to your left now. Come back to center, twist to your right. Twist to your right. Come back to center and twist to your left. Come back to center now and gently bring your palms back to your lower belly. Pick up the right heel now and turn to face me back to come back to warrior pose. Warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Hip square to the front. Take your arms up. And now gently from here, once again, straighten the left leg and come down. Parshvottanasana. And now come back up, lift up, bend your left knee as you lift up, come back up. Foot mudra. And then bring your palms back to your lower belly, pick up your right heel, and now bring the right leg up and come back to Virabhadrasana 3, the warrior 3 pose. And it's a good sign if your legs are shaking. It means you're really working that root chakra. Now gently lower your left hand down and pick up your right ankle and hold it with your right hand. And then release the right leg and release the right hand. Lower the forehead along the left leg now. And now bring your right leg beside your left leg and come to standing squat. Reach up through those arms and feel like you're squeezing something between your inner legs, which is activating your pelvic floor. Lifting those inner arches of your feet. Take your arms and gently raise them up. And come back to stand. As you stand, come back to your lower belly. Keep your breath as light as possible. Do not succumb to heavy breathing. Breathe as if nothing happened. So maintaining our composure, even through challenges, that's the secret of life, of living skillfully in this world, where I realize that life will bring with it pleasure and pain, challenges, ups and downs, but I can remain absolutely stable and rooted through all of that. I can maintain my ground and realize that I'm much more than my story. I'm much more than the circumstances that come and go in my life. There's something in me that is deathless, that is immortal, that is untouched, untainted by all of those life circumstances that I go through, all of those challenges that I go through. They're simply like the storm that comes and goes, after which there is the sunlight that comes through. Change and duality are part and parcel of my existence. That wisdom arises within us in order to stay rooted and grounded. And now gently from here now, come down. So you're going to keep your feet apart, raise your arms and come down to Malasana, the squat. So when we work with our chakras, we are not working in isolation with one chakra. This is now working the second chakra, Swadhisthana chakra, the one I mentioned related to our emotions and sexuality. So feel yourself in Malasana, try and feel your pelvic floor muscles now. Contract and relax the pelvic floor muscles a few times here. Connecting to that ground, the perineum, which marks Muladhara Chakra, the element earth related to elimination and the sense of smell. Each chakra is related to a sensory perception and through a sense organ of action. In this case, it's elimination and the sense of smell. The color red and the sound lum. And now gently from there, take your palms down and lie back. As you lie back, drop your feet and pick up your pelvis to lift into the bridge pose. Put mudra. So feel those inner arches of your feet lifted. So scoop in a way that your tailbone is lengthened and your knees up, your thighs are parallel like railroad tracks. And your knees are also parallel. Feel your arms extended over your head and feel your entire body. Breathe as if your whole body is breathing. Feel the activation of your glutes, but you don't need to tense them or tighten them. The power is coming from your feet. So feel as if your feet are empowering this pose through the lifting of the inner arches of your feet. And now gently begin to lower your pelvis little by little. Bring your pelvis back into the earth. And now raise your legs up to the sky. Put mudra your feet. You'd have a gentle curling up of your toes. Interlock your fingers behind your head. And keep a space between your chin and your chest, as if you're holding an apple between your chin and chest. Gaze up to the ceiling. And from your pelvic floor, so contract your pelvic floor as you raise your head off the mat and release it back. So feel as if the action is happening from your pelvic floor. So as you squeeze your pelvic floor, raise your head up and release it down as you relax the pelvic floor. Contract the pelvic floor and raise your head. Repeat that another. Try and do 10 repetitions, exhaling to lift and inhaling to lower. Exhaling as you contract the pelvic floor and inhaling to relax the pelvic floor and lower. Exhaling and inhaling. Contracting the pelvic floor as you raise your head up and releasing the pelvic floor as you relax. And then relax your head, release your head back to the mat. Now take the backs of your palms from your lower belly, fingers pointing towards your head. Take those palms up towards your head, raise them up, and then relax, roll your legs in and out. So I repeat, so your arms also moving with your legs. So your legs are circling, your arms are circling around in the shoulder sockets, circling around, and feeling like the energy is moving up from the base to the top, circling those arms, circling those legs, and then drop the palms, drop your feet and come up to wheel. Drop and lift. Let's try it another way. So cross your right leg over your left leg. Cross your right arm over your left arm now. And now pull your elbows and knees towards each other and feel like you're wiggling. So feet off the mat. So take your feet off the mat and pull your elbows and knees towards each other. And then drop your palms, drop your feet and lift up. And then drop and lift, and come down. And now, yes, take your time. Raise your head off the mat, raise your arms off the floor. Come up to sit. Come up to seated position and scoop those arms up, shoulders down. You're going to lift up into the shoulder stand. So you're going to scoop those arms and lift up into the shoulder stand. Yeah. So taking the palms to the back. So you're simply going to scoop the arms, shoulders down, and raise yourself into the shoulder stand. Yeah, try that. That's it. And then just feel your breath. Stay for a moment and feel your breath. Feel free to move your ankles, your toes, roll your legs in the hip sockets. Feel free to do variations with your legs, which come naturally to you. So naturally feel those movements in your legs. So feel like you're waking up your whole body. Feel free to touch your knee to your forehead, extend the leg away from you. So feel free to do all the different variations of the shoulder stand now. Feel free to be playful, be relaxed, and enjoy the pose. So you don't need to be stiff. You can be completely relaxed. Feel free to go into any variations, folding your leg, bending your leg, extending the leg away from you. Try all the different variations. Try and see if you can rest in the pose. Shoulder stand is a very cooling pose. It helps us to bring, when we were standing, we acknowledge the ground through our feet, and now we're acknowledging the ground through the upper body. And then come up into the boat pose from there. So rock up into the boat pose. So come up, roll up, and holding that ball of energy. Lengthen the spine, ensure that you're not sagging. And now twist to one side. And then come back and twist to the other side. Come back, scoop those arms, and once again, come back to shoulder stand. Come back to shoulder stand. And see if you feel a little lighter this time. Feel as if your entire body is waking up. And then come back to the boat pose once again, lengthening up through the spine. And now put your attention on the lower belly for a moment. From your lower belly, twist to your left. Then come back to center. And from your lower belly, twist to your right. Then come back to center, scoop those arms. And for the last round, come back into shoulder stand one more time. See if you can go a little further in the shoulder stand, holding your legs in. And finding the lightest shoulder stand that you can find. Now, this is also working the upper chakras, the throat chakra, the heart chakra, and the Agya chakra, the eyebrow center chakra. So the chakras are never in isolation. One chakra is always affecting another chakra. Are you feeling anything in your neck? Yeah. So you need to really scoop. So you need to really push the shoulders down and turn out your arms, and you won't have any pain over there. Yeah. And then slowly come back into the boat pose. Come back to boat pose. And now take your index middle finger around your big toe and thumb around the big toe and raise the legs. And now gently from there, take hold of the backs of your ankles and rock. Rock up. Back and forth, massaging your back, feeling the earth, massaging your spine. And then come up to squat on there without touching the floor, if you can. Yes, so simply rock up. Yeah. And then extend the right leg out, extend the left leg out, and sit to the front of your sitting bones, Paschimottanasana. And try and walk yourself in such a way that you're sitting right to the front of your thigh bones, right to the front. Then take your palms back and raise them up and gently lower yourself down. And once again, do 2 more repetitions, back and up to go over your hip joints to forward bend. And then one last time, back and up and come down and relax into the pose. And now we're going to do 5 humming breaths here. So you're going to hum at a low tone, softly humming 5 times, prolonging the exhalations. Now I want you to hum from your pelvic floor. So feel as if the sound is emerging. So contracting the pelvic floor as the humming starts.
Two more humming breaths before you come out. Prolong that humming one more time. Couple more breaths. Just stay there for a moment. Feel the pose. And if there is discomfort, we are learning how to stay with that sensation, with whatever it is that comes up. Learning how to stay with it.
And gently come up now. Just sit for a moment. Feel the effect of the pose on your pelvic floor. And now, join the soles of your feet together, pick up your pelvis and lie back. As you lie back, scoop so that your tailbone releases down, and then inner upper arms turn out. Place your palms on the lower belly and acknowledge your ground of being. Feel as if you're directing your breath, your energy, your awareness into your lower belly. Rooting down into the earth. Acknowledging Mother Earth, the ground of your sustenance, support. And now gently release your legs and release your arms into Shavasana, the corpse pose. Allow your body to rest and to let go into Mother Earth. Remove your eyeglasses and just let your body descend deep into the earth, into surrender. And consciously relaxing your whole body. Acknowledging the points of contact between your body and the mat. Feel the mat beneath your body and the floor beneath your mat. And consciously relax your toes. Relax and free the soles of your feet. Relax and free the tops of your feet. Allow your ankles to relax. Relax your calf muscles and your shin bones. Allow your knees to become soft, loose, and relaxed. Relax your thighs. Feel your thighs sinking into the mat. Relax and free the muscles of your back and your shoulders. Feel and allow the muscles of your back and shoulders to melt into the mat. As you free them, relax them, let go of them. Relax and free your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, palms and fingers. Relax your fingertips, fingers, the backs of your palms, your wrists, your lower arms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, the back of your neck. Relax the back of your neck. Relax and free the back of your head. Relax your crown. Relax your forehead and your temples. Relax your eyebrows, eyes, nose, cheeks, ears, lips, teeth and tongue. Relax your jaws, your chin, the front of your neck, the front of your chest. Relax your stomach, your abdomen. Go deep into your abdomen and relax all the organs within your abdomen. Relax your hips. Relax your legs. Relax your arms, your trunk, your neck, and your head. Allow your whole body to completely relax. With each count, from 11 down to 0, allow your body to sink into a deeper and deeper space of relaxation. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The body is completely relaxed. And now, as I take you through different parts of your body, in rotation of body consciousness, you will feel those parts, relax them, and repeat their name mentally after me. But do not move them, simply become aware of them. Become aware of your right hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, 4 fingers and thumb together, palm, back of the hand, wrist, right forearm, elbow, right upper arm, right shoulder, right armpit, right side of the chest, right side of the waist, right hip, right thigh, right knee, right shin bone, right calf muscle, right ankle, the sole of the right foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, 5 toes together, the whole right side, the whole right side, the right side of your body, awareness of the right side. Bring your awareness now to your left hand thumb, first finger, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, 4 fingers and thumb together, palm, back of the hand, wrist, left forearm, left elbow, left upper arm, left shoulder, left armpit, left side of the chest, left side of the waist, left hip, left thigh, left knee, left calf muscle, left shin bone, left ankle, the sole of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, 5 toes together, the whole left side, the whole left side, the left side of your body, awareness of the left side. Bring your awareness to your back, to your right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, crown, forehead, right temple, left temple, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, right ear, left ear, upper lip, lower lip, jaw, chin, front of the neck, front of the chest, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, stomach, abdomen, hips, the whole front, the whole front, the whole front of the body, awareness of the whole body, awareness of the two legs together, the two arms, the trunk and the head, feeling the body become heavy, evoke a feeling of heaviness. The legs become heavy, the arms become heavy, the trunk and the head become heavy. Remain in the space of heaviness. And now reverse this feeling to a feeling of lightness. Feel lightness through your legs, lightness through your arms, lightness through your trunk and your head. And now bring your awareness to your breath in your lower belly. Feel as if you're breathing into and out of your lower belly. Place your palms on your lower belly. And feel the gentle rise and fall of your lower belly with each breath. Resolve that through the day today, you will return to this inner space, your ground of being, and project all your activities, thoughts, words, actions from this space. Resolve that you will remain connected to your true home within you, located at your lower belly, and project all your activities, your movements, your thoughts, your actions, your words from that space. And now in your own time, begin to externalize your mind. And start to move your toes and fingers slowly. Raise your arms over your head, draw your legs together, and stretch your whole body. And then take your time to roll over to your side. For those who wish to continue to relax, continue to relax. It's 8:30. This is only for those of you who need to leave. Today, I took the liberty to extend it by another 15 minutes because we started late. Please let me know for those of you who need to leave at sharp 8:15. So roll over to your side and prepare to come up slowly. Do you have to leave at 8? You're okay? Okay, that's great. Ming, what about Ming?